Hey guys, happy Monday. I am super excited today. Specifically, is my 7-year anniversary with Lavelle. And I was making my post because I'd been thinking all day today what I could say. And it's kind of like bittersweet because everybody that I started with is not here. There are still some, and then there are many more of you guys that came along the journey. And that got me thinking about, what? My day one, it was life changing. And last night I watched the video of, I had just put my resignation in with my previous company. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I was bullied really badly on my video. It made me cry because the words that people said to me. But I didn't have anything bad to say about my previous venture. And when I left, it wasn't because there was anything really wrong with the company. I mean, yes, it was in a different direction than what I felt. My passion was just gone, and I had been digging deep for a while. And I'm not talking like just like outwardly saying that. I mean, I was doing events nonstop. I was literally like showing up like crazy. I was every day doing trainings. But like I had lost my fire. I had lost my belief in the products. Even though I liked the products, I just wasn't excited anymore. And I know that people go through times like that, but I try to always, I've learned along the way that you don't make like decisions in an emotional state, right? So like we can have setbacks. And as I shared with you guys last week, I had a massive setback heading into 2024. Now, years ago, without the growth, I can tell you that may have messed with my mind in many ways. But I'm here to tell you that my setbacks are temporary. Okay. Because I can already tell you, I already told Tim, I've told my team, this is 1 month, 1 month. And by golly, I'll be 200K at the end of this month. And that's all there is to it, right? Like 1 month, I allowed myself to fall backwards. And it's the first time in 7 years that I've ever dropped below. My volume was well over, like, it was very high, but I was off balance. It is what it is. I have to own it. And there's not much I could do about it, right? Sure, I could have like ran a bazillion promos, and I did run promos. I could have thrown in and offered a shit ton of money and had a whole bunch of people sign up that didn't really want to join and didn't really want to work their business. And it would have been ass volume, to be honest with you. It would have been volume that I would have been impossible to make up for. People that didn't really want to work. And I'm sorry, but I've learned over the last 7 years, I'd rather have one or two people that are here and all in than having 20 people that are not. I would. I'd rather have one or two people that their heart is all into this than have 100 people that they are half in, half out the whole time. I want to show everybody that today and on January 15th, 2024, they can come into this business and they can be successful. I know what these products can do. I have been living proof of what these products can do for the last 7 years. They have never wavered. This opportunity has never wavered. Get 2 customers, thrive for free. Come in, and now we have VIP 400, VIP 800, VIP 1600. That's never wavered, you guys. That's always been here. Our customers can thrive for free. It is our job to help them.
I want to share something because that's honestly, it's incredible. Just what you said about, you'd rather have like people who are really solid in the business and they're actually working the business. That's so powerful because you could be like one promoter, right? And let's just say you have like 10 customers, right? if all those 10 customers wanted to flip over to promoter, or but they didn't really work the business, the person with the 10 customers would make more, right? Than the one promoter with 10 promoters that are not working. So it's really like, it's really wild, like, so when you said that, I was like, that is the, damn truth. And normally we don't see our businesses like that. We don't see like massive influxes of like 10 people flipping at once, but I wanted to share that with you guys to really show what that could be over time. You know what I mean? Like the mindless flipping people without them wanting to really. And,
Yeah.
but I love
And
it. I
and
absolutely
I
love
have done it. I have done it. I've had people that have signed up as promoters, during double, triple fast starts. They are like, oh yeah, they want to take advantage of this upgrade pack, and I've lost them as customers. And I've had people that, along the journey, to be honest with you guys, I want to share this because I feel like we're starting the beginning of the year, and a lot of you guys know I came in and I went VIP. I was getting ready to share my post, and I was like, man, like I went VIP 800 and I went VIP 1600. I went 4K in the first 24 hours, you guys. I hit 12K on day 5. I hit 40K on week 3. I hit 80K on week 9 or 8. No, 5, week 5. And I hit 200K on week 9. That sounds ridiculous. I know. I did not bring team, not one single person. Well, not one single person that is currently here was on my previous team. There were a couple people that joined, but they really didn't work their business. They had people underneath of them, and some of them worked a little bit here and there, but not really. Really, it was people that followed me on social media, people that I had met over the years, people that joined me because of my excitement and that I was consistent. And then I look back and I said, what made me get quiet? Why have I struggled with my confidence in sharing? Uh, you guys, I watched the live that I did 7 years ago, had nothing, or like 5 years ago or 6 years ago, had nothing to do with my business. But I was just having the most amazing time putting on makeup, and I was making the goofiest faces, and it had nothing to do with my business. But I just shared and I showed up, and people got to know me and they loved me. And I ask myself all the time, I'm like, where where did that person go? And I'm sharing that and I'm getting a little emotional because I'm telling you this, people have caused doubt within me over the last few years. Not with the business, not with the products or anything like that, but they've made me doubt me as a person, as a leader, as who I am, what I represent, all of those things. And I want to tell you, like, I could kick myself for allowing people to take that side of me and to take this opportunity and steal it from others. Okay. I like, I appreciate every single person that has been part of this journey, because even though some of the hurdles have been very hard, um, they've made me grow. Okay, they've made me grow. So you today may not be where you want to be. And I want to encourage you to own it first off. Ask yourself, where do you want to be? What are you doing to get there? What do you need to change in order to make that happen, right? And we know we have to set goals for ourselves, but we have to be accountable. We have this push group and we have tips and different stuff like that. And we told you guys this wasn't going to be the typical, oh, you got to do this and you're not going to do your homework. Nope. You're either going to do it or you're not. You're either going to stay accountable with doing the task. And the task being, you guys, we said it on day 1. It's literally the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 every single day. And then applying the things that you're learning. You either are doing them or you're not, right? And guess what? It's your business. So you have to say, I'm going to run my business the way I want to run my business, but you actually got to run the business, right? You actually got to set aside what your business plan look like. And today, that's what I'm going to challenge you guys each to do. We're heading into the second half of January. the second half of January. You guys, I just told you when I came in January 15th, 2017, I went VIP for or 800, VIP 1600, 4K. And then I went 12K. And then I went 40K, like, I don't know, it was right around my birthday-ish or something. And I went 80K the week of my birthday. And that was on February 13th. And you know what? 2 years after that, I went and hit Millionaires Club the
That's
week after my birthday.
and
So 25 months, huh?
I think that, our team and basically like our upline, right? Our lineage probably has the fastest
We
millionaires.
do. We do. Chas has the fastest, and then somebody that's left, I'm not gonna mention names, has I think she might have beat Pekka by a day. And then Pekka and then me. Yeah.
That is so crazy.
Yeah. So Chas still has everybody gone now. She's like crazy woman. And I think Maria is also like up there too. She was very, very quick as well. So it's absolutely insane to think back on how fast like some of our teams have gone. And you guys, I want every single person to know, don't look for other leaders in this industry to be who takes you to that next level. Say you're going to be that leader in this industry, like okay, you yourself, and you're going to attract the people that need this business. You're going to attract the people that need this change in their life. You're going to attract the people that are tired, exhausted, like literally what our products do and what they solve, right? I can tell you the day one, back to my day one when I was watching the video, because my day one was January 14th. Well, that was the day I tried it. All right. And when I watch it, I was happy and I was excited and I couldn't wait to share, although I couldn't share until today, like, all those years ago. And I couldn't wait to put it out there. And I remember I was so busy. I signed 38 people in that first 24 hours. Okay. 38 people in the first 24 hours, both customers and promoters. I sold out of samples. And that was my first pack. I had to order another upgrade pack. Plus, I ended up ordering another upgrade pack under my husband at the time, my ex-husband. And it was like crazy town, right? And those were all real customers, real promoters, people that were excited, people that wanted to order and go for it, right? And so I want you guys to know that if you have lacked the passion, lacked the excitement, I can't bring that out in you. Nobody can. But I can tell you, I've gotten in the past week, I have had a girl that used to be a 12K. She hasn't worked since 2018. She messaged me 2 days ago. And she said, "Oh my goodness, I have literally not felt this good since 2018." And she had ordered products the last week of December. And you guys, she's ready. She's like, "I think I might want to start promoting again. Like, I cannot believe I've gone this long without them. I forgot how good I felt." I also had a girl that hasn't ordered since 2018 that did Ultimate Thriver. Her day one, the same. It was like a light switch went off. People forget how good they feel. So I'm going to encourage you guys to reach out. If you have been here for a long time, reach out to 2017 customers, reach out to 2017 promoters, just see. Don't waste too much time there though. Remember that when you're posting, when you're sharing, it's not reaching everybody that you think that it is. I just saw Star Marie make a post. If I commented on a post, and you made it like a few weeks ago, I'm not stalking you. It just now popped up in my timeline. You guys, that is so true on Facebook right now. It is just true. It's the way it is. So know that social media has evolved so much over the years that a lot of times when you make posts, people are not seeing them. So be very intentional. Go back. I've seen this a lot on a lot of leadership pages, to go back to the old school. Okay, go back to the old school methods of when you first got on social media. What were you doing? And I can tell you, I used to go down through and I used to add people, which I still do, but I don't as much. So I'm getting back to some of my old habits. Really focusing on adding new people that have things in common with me, making sure I'm liking and commenting and interacting on people's posts, going through the alphabet, start with A's, go through B's, go through C's, get rid of accounts that aren't active, whatever platform you're working. All right. Whatever main platform you're working, really get focused on your interaction and then providing value. Putting out there, what do your products, what are they going to help somebody solve? I can tell you a lot. I was sharing about samples and stuff, but I was talking about who needs energy, who drinks too much coffee every day, who's wanting to lose weight, like focusing on what our products actually help people solve, right? So when you start talking about that and you get back to the product, getting samples in people's hands, listen, going through the funnel, all right, getting like in three-way chats, doing welcome calls. I can tell you, we just revamped. Kaylee and I have been talking the past couple of days. We're going to be utilizing boards. She talked to Courtney, and anyways, we're integrating a couple different things into our game plan going forward so that we will be back to the basics in training people when they come in on what they can focus on. And really, you guys, it's just getting it out there again, right? So going down through and printing out your friends list if you need to, or whatever social media platform you're on, get a game plan, look up, I know Steph has been sharing a lot of different videos. There's a lot of different people on social media, you guys, that if you need help in stories, you need help with reels, you need help with TikTok, type that in to the search engine on YouTube or on TikTok, or on Instagram, and follow some of these people and then follow what their tips are telling you to do. Okay. Like you're trying to increase your engagement. You're trying to get better at closing. You're trying to get better at interaction. You're trying to get better engagement. Look up those things and then utilize them, right? Jackie, I know that you might have something happen towards the end. So if you want to throw in some of the tips and stuff that you want to share going through, go for it, because I'm going to probably keep yapping if not.
Yeah, I had a whole bunch of things. There's a bunch of things that are kind of flowing through my mind, but just because we are mid-January, right? We always hear like, oh my God, when New Year starts, everybody's gonna be like, New Year, new me, everybody's gonna be into fitness and blah, blah, blah. But the truth is, okay, like you will get those people if you are sharing, right? If you're not sharing, like if you're doing the same stuff you were doing in December and October and like all the stuff like not excited and stuff, you will not get those people, right? They might be crawling out of the woodworks right now. They're going to start crawling out of the woodworks when those tax return checks start coming, and you have to be consistent in order to reap the benefits of like what this season has to bring, right? It does get really crazy. There is like a crazy rush, but people are going to sign with who they've been watching, who's been consistent, and then who's also been reaching out, right? Like one of those three things. So if you're somebody who hasn't been consistent, get consistent right now with reaching out, right? Like you have to pick one of those things. You might not be good at all of them, right? Like some of us don't have a whole lot of time. Some of you guys can't be on your phone all day. But when you are on your phone, what are you doing to make it count, right? Like, so that is like a key tip, especially for this season. I do see that a lot of people are starting to come back. Like I had, me personally, I'm going to share what I've been doing personally. I started doing the 10-day detox along with a bunch of people on my
Oh, you froze. She's coming back. Hold on.
I'm here.
You're okay. You're there. All right.
What did you guys hear last?
You started doing the 10-day detox with people, and that's
Yeah.
it.
So accountability, right? We had a little group and, we're tagging each other. We're showing what we're eating every day. Like that's how I'm promoting the 10-day detox. I post every day and I show people like, this is detox friendly. this is something you can eat. And it's all like delicious looking food, right? Like it's just clean food. They're like, oh my gosh, you can actually eat on that. And on top of that, I'm showing results where I have a body composition scale. I hop on it, I screenshot my app, it's going down in pounds, right? Not everybody's gonna have weight loss, but I promise you, if you and you know it's really to rid toxins, right? But toxic waste can weigh a lot. And people are coming on because they're like, I want to lose weight, right? I don't care what kind of weight it is, I just want to lose it. That's what a lot of people think, right? This is like what most people who are not taking care of themselves during the holidays, what they think. And I had a girl, she messaged me, she's like, hey, she's like, I think I want to try this Thrive thing again. She's like, I know that you gave me a sample like way back in the day. This is like 2018. She's like, but it made my skin itch. And like, she gave me her reason. And I hadn't talked to her for a while. And I just told her, I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm so happy you want to try it again. When you tried it, I was still so new. There's just so much more. We have so much more things now, and I can help you so much better now. Like it's been amazing. Like I haven't stopped thriving since, right? So being vulnerable with like people, like if you guys do have people who maybe tried it in the past, like, be open with them. And I told her, I'm like, which one do you want to try? Because the thing you're messaging about is detox. And she's like, I think I want to try detox. And she's willing to do the 10 days. Like I have a meeting with her in like a couple days. I'm going to go meet her up and gonna get her started on the 10-day detox. But just little tips and stuff, like whatever you are doing personally is what's going to sell, right? I see that through all the plus sign products. Like if I'm taking Pink Pro and I'm showing it, that's what I'm selling, right? People are buying it because they're like, oh, I want to try Pink Pro, or I want to try gummies. I don't do capsules. Whatever it is that you're showcasing, you can even showcase it like once or twice and you'll probably sell it, right? And if you are someone like, there's a couple of different levels to this, right? If you are selling like online, right? If you're promoting online and you're just selling to like customers really, right? Because you don't have a whole team yet, that's like one thing. But once you do have kind of a team built and you're a leader, like your whole team starts buying the same thing, right? Your whole team starts promoting the same thing. Like that's why our 10-day detox, like like the right now we're doing a little like 10-day detox accountability thing. It's just like us and our customers, right? So that's how you can really get your team to grow all at once, right? Like it's not just you doing it, but you definitely have to share. What else was I going to say? Something about, well, there's that, right? We have My Fresh Meals coming up. Supposedly the launch is Wednesday, you guys. So stay tuned for that. I know that IT is really working their butts off to make sure that this launch and the pre-ordering and stuff goes well. I know that Jason was saying he was like only 2,000 orders, right? 2,000 orders to start. They're going to start scaling up because I mean, this is a lot of food, right? These commercial kitchens and stuff, and it should really help the results and stuff for Ultimate Thriver to come up. So hopefully you guys hop onto that. What else was I gonna say? It is Monday. Just gonna give you guys another tip about something. Oh, that last promo, you guys, with the free accounts and all that stuff was incredible. I hope you guys took advantage of that. The $25 like free credits, like depending on how you word it, like some people don't really, they're like, oh, free credits, I don't care. If you tell them gift card, they're like, okay, I'll get a gift card. And anyone who's interested in Thrive during that window, like it's so easy to get them on a free account and just say like, hey, like just sign up for a free account now because you're gonna have $25. If you end up, loving the products, you can order it, or or even you can get a bottle of Sculpt for like, I don't know, $7. I think that's the price, right? So little things like that. That was really successful over the last bit. And our last promo that just passed, you guys, we haven't seen something like that before. Like we've seen Operation Bombs, but we haven't seen what did they have? They had the commissions, like the commissions of it were a bit more. We've never seen that before. And then the QV there was a 50% QV boost, right? On all those packages, which was incredible for the volume. Oh yes, I remember what I was going to say. I was on a welcome call today, and anytime that you guys have a brand new person who comes into the business, make sure you guys are doing a welcome call, or you guys are getting an upline involved, like just so that they'll be introduced to the community. And the whole purpose of a welcome call welcome call is the same thing as a three-way, right? It's like literally the same thing. It's just a little bit deeper. But the whole point of it is to get your new thriver to open up and share their story with you guys, right? Because you'll get to hear how excited they are. They'll share about how they got started, who introduced them, and all that. But something that I highlighted in this welcome call, which I don't think I've shared it in other welcome calls, but this business, whatever you want out of it, and this company in general, right, is what you're going to get. So what you put in is what you're going to get out, right? So you have to be able to put in so you can get out. What I mean by that is, like, are you taking the products correctly in order for you to get the results, right? So, take the products correctly, get results. Are you contributing to the community in order for you to feel a part of the community, right? It's not just like hopping on here and just like, being a wallflower. Are you like celebrating other people, right? Are you like reaching out to your upline? It's kind of like a two-way thing, right? You have to put stuff into the funnel in order for you to get stuff out, right? Same thing with the business, right? If you want something out of this business, are you putting in the work to get something out, right? So that was something that I shared, because people are going to come for different reasons, right? Some people are here because they want to take care of their health. Some people are here because they're like, I really want a community. Like, some people are here because they're like, I need to put food on the table. I need to make stuff happen. I need an extra side income. And you can have it all, but you have to also be willing to put it all in, right? You have to be willing to go all in with it, and you'll get it all out. Like, that's basically how this like business works. It returns whatever you're putting in and getting out. So I thought about that today, and I'm like, man, that is so true, because it really is unlimited of what you can do here. And if you're not where you want to be, right? Like, I know, like, Amanda speaks from a 7-year level, right? But we have so many brand new people. And even if you guys have been here for a while, like you've been here for like 6 months, you're like, oh my gosh, I've hit a plateau. I don't know what to do. I haven't signed a promoter, right? Like, that's kind of like, what am I doing wrong? Get like, get on the phone, right? Get on the phone with your upline and ask them. Just be like, hey, I feel kind of stuck. I want to take things to the next level. Like, I just don't know where to start, right? It's okay to do that. They don't expect you to, like, yes, you kind of know the basics, but it might be a good opportunity for your upline to kind of comb through exactly what you're doing in your business. Okay, so tell me what you're doing every day. What do you do when you wake up, right? What is it that you do when you wake up? Like, how many customers do you have thriving right now? Right? Do you have any prospect lists? Like, when was the last time you wrote down a list? Like, some of those things that they can ask you, so you can figure out exactly, what is it that you're not doing in order to get out certain results, right? Like, I've had people, and like, I've sent people even to like Twin, I've sent people to Twin, or I've taken myself, where we'll do like a little social media audit, or we'll just kind of go through their day and be like, where do you have where do you have time? And like, just certain things, like, do you have anyone running with you? Are they signing people? Like, how was the last month? Like, what did you do in the last month? How did your volume ended off? Like, you know what I mean? Like, little things like that, because those little things that you're doing, like the habits and stuff that you're building in this business, is going to help you build the business, right? If your habits are not solid, you can't really build on like a rocky foundation, or with like a bunch of holes in it, right? If you got 30 days in the month and you're not working 15 of them, like, there's 15 like holes in your ship basically, right? So just little things like that. And in the month of January is like, it's time to get consistent, right? Twin says, don't be afraid to ask questions you don't know. And it's true, like, we hop on calls all the time, and sometimes people need a refresher, where they're like, they'll be working the business for a long time, and I'll get them and I'll be like, and they might say, I've never helped somebody VIP. And I'll be like, okay, well, that's the first thing we got to do, right? The very next person that comes on, like, that's the mini goal. But first we got to find somebody in order to do that, right? These little things. And once you do one thing, you'll know how to like keep on doing it, right? That momentum keeps going. And I feel like January is always the perfect month that people are starting to change and do things a little bit different. And I want you guys to really ask yourself right now, do I feel different this January? Like, what am I doing? Like, we're halfway through the month, right? Like, have you washed away 2023 habits, right? Did you feel some kind of like momentum? Like, were you more excited when you started posting in January? Like, did you feel that kind of like energy, right? Like, keep that same energy. And if you haven't yet, it's not too late, because we did come off of a like kind of a long Christmas holiday, right? Like, a lot of the kids didn't go back to school until the 8th. So it feels kind of like a late start. We're still very early in January, you guys. But think about, what is it that you guys are doing? I know that in January, like, I kind of did what Amanda did, right? I was kind of looking back at really old posts, and I scrolled way down to my Instagram like in 2018 and 19, and I was just like, wow, this girl had so much passion, right? Like, even some of the quotes and stuff I was posting, I'm like, they're still relevant today. I was still resharing them, and I still feel that way. But sometimes you need that reminder, right? Like, that extra fire and that extra reminder of like who you were then and how excited you are. And then, like, so don't be afraid to go take a look at some of those things. And it's always nice to, look at those things and like bring them back to surface. But anything else? Amanda, are you there?
I am here. I actually was just going down through, and I decided I was going to add my welcome post, like some things that I want to put on my thing. I'm going to do my VIP 800, my VIP 1600, my 4K, my 12K, my 40K, my 80K, my 200K, my Millionaires Club, and the celebration of, yes, my own wins, but guys, I wouldn't have gotten where I've gotten to without my team. And I want you guys to remember that we can only go so far by ourselves, right? So you have to be accountable for your own actions, but then you have to be accountable for how you show up for your team. You can spin your wheels though. Like, if you have people that are just checked out, like, it's okay. Like, meet people where they're at. But remember, your team is going to pick up where you're at. Okay. The people on your team, they're going to eventually start picking up momentum when you start picking up momentum, when you start being accountable, when you start showing up again like you want to show up for the world. And that's really, it starts to attract. Okay. You're going to start to attract people because your belief starts to grow in where you're going and speaking that into existence. I can tell you that every single time that I've signed customers, it's because I was intentionally trying to get customers. Every time I sign promoters, it's because I'm being intentional about trying to get promoters. I'm being intentional about trying to help them thrive for free. I'm being intentional about trying to get samples. I'm being intentional on my follow-ups. I'm being intentional with my actions, right? So no matter where you are today, brand promoter, don't have any customers. Okay, your first goal, I need to thrive for free, right? You want to thrive for free. You want to get a VIP sheet. I can tell you I have like a list that I put up, and I have like my customers for this month, my promoters for this month, the people that are my potentials. And I have a list here. And every month I have my samples that I have out. I have it on this list, right? And then I go down through, and then if I have a certain day that I want to follow up, I just did a big follow-up list on the push group. And I have every week I send out an email to all of my subscribers, both customers and promoters that have chosen to hit the subscribe button, whatever. But I send out an update, and normally it's any promos or whatever. It's not a certain day because we might have a promo that just launched. So then I send them that. But it's kind of like a weekly newsletter, I guess you could say. I send that out weekly. And yeah, they're going to get one from Lavelle, but they like getting it personalized. You guys, people like personalized messages. Okay. I also send out my follow-ups being like, when I talk to a customer, somebody that wants to order from me, I ask them when they want to order. Like, if they can't order today, okay, when do you think that you're going to want to order? And then I put that on my follow-up list. That might be next Friday. That might be next Thursday. That might be 2 weeks from now. But I put that on the list, and then I reach out to them. Why? Because live busy and they're not thinking of me. Just like your water bill is due every single month, you get a reminder if you didn't pay it, right? So think about it like that. And the same thing goes with if I have customers on auto ship, I check the auto ships before they run. I send out a message, make sure they've got what they need, what they want. Sometimes I miss it. And guess what? Almost every single time that I forget to send out a follow-up message right before something runs, or I missed somebody this last week, somebody's auto ship ran, and it was detox. So like we're getting a game plan together. And I said, listen, I said, you're doing the detox. So post about the detox, because that's somebody that you could sell that detox to, since she doesn't plan on doing another detox right away, right? So she could either hold on to it or she could sell it to somebody else. And I told her that if somebody buys it, when she posts about it, then I'll throw in some credits onto their account for their next order, just to help her out, right? So just kind of get like ways to troubleshoot and so forth, right? Jackie was made a point there where she said, you know, she's doing the detox, so she's posting about the detox. You're going to start attracting customers that also want to do detox. When I shared Black Label all the time, I sign customers with Black Label all the time. Now I wear Duo Elite. I sign more customers with Duo Elite. Every single day when you get up, if you are running this business where you want to grow, I want to strongly encourage you to get back to sharing the basics first. Okay. Say, okay, did I make a post today about the business, the opportunity? What can I bring? Like, how can I help somebody today? And if every day you stay focused on that, am I growing my network? No. What do you need to do? You need to go and you need to actively try to grow your network. Am I interacting with people? Are people interacting with me? If people are not interacting with you, I want you to take a look at your post. Why would they not be interacting? Well, if all you're posting about is thrive, I hate to tell you guys this, but they're just seeing you as sales ads. Okay. So what do they have to relate to you about? If they're not thriving, they're not going to relate to you. Okay. So I want you to think about it like, yeah, you might be posting about, oh, you can share your journey of getting back to better health, right? That is something relatable. And then you're thriving along that journey, right? But what are you doing? You're going out walking and you're showing that. And maybe you're getting up and you're doing wall exercises, or you're eating better, or you're making, like, I always get big hits when I'm making recipes. So maybe you're making a recipe and you're making protein balls, or you're mixing a lifestyle mix up and you're adding some stuff to it, or you found this new recipe and you share it. Those videos always do like really well, but also the posts do really well. So think about what it is that you could share that is part of your journey. Groceries, you guys, right now, people are really tight money wise. So like if you're big into couponing, like I can tell you, I started like a coupon group and I've kind of slacked on it, but you better believe I'm like, heck yeah. Like I told my husband, I said, I'm running low on paper towels and toilet paper. And you guys, to be honest with you, I spend like $40 at like Walgreens and I literally get like 6 months worth of stuff. Like they are blown away. Like it'll be like $180 bill, but like in Walgreens is so underrated. But literally, like I'll spend like $40 on a pickup order and I'll use every coupon known to man. But like saving people money, people love that stuff, right? So like if you coupon, share that, right? And guess what? When you have a coupon with Lavelle, or you're thriving for free, you're getting that product for free, you're making it feasible for somebody that is struggling financially. So think outside the box on how you can relate to your customers, because that ultimately is going to be what attracts them to you, and you have a solution for them, right? Your energy, they're not sleeping. So like Colton just told me I needed to order him some sleep gummies. Yeah.
I wanted to add to that because what you said was like key. A lot of the time, yes, your customers, they're going to trust you for Thrive because they trust you for other things, right? Like things that they can actually relate to. They can't often relate to you that, oh my God, I love this Thrive product, right? I love this energy, because they don't have energy, you know what I mean? So some people will join you for that because they're like, I want that energy that she says she's having, but ultimately they have to trust you for other things, right? Like either they know you from the past, or something, and that may be a good, or it may not be a good thing if they know you from the past, right? They might know your old lifestyle and how you used to be, and like, how you treated one of their friends in like the 5th grade, you know what I mean? Like, but they will trust you for other things, right? Like today I went to go get my hair washed, and my messages are full. People are like, did you like it? Did you like it? Did you like it? And now it gives me an opportunity, right? Like, are you guys posting enough on social media, or like talking to enough people where they might ask you just even if they're not asking you about Thrive, it's going to give you an opportunity to build a relationship with that person in general, that one day they probably will come around and ask you about Thrive. Or since they're asking you, if you like something, you might be able to ask them for a favor in return, right? Like, hey, can you sign up for this free account, right? Like one of those things. Or can you try this product and give me an honest review, right? Like little things like that. So it's really just like, a lot of the time it's like, do you guys really think I want to be like posting my entire life on social media? Probably not, right? Like if I wasn't working a business online, and like if I wasn't working a business online and I didn't want to meet new people, like I want to meet new people, or I want people in my network to see me and be able to ask me the question, right? Hey, what is Thrive? I see that you've been doing this or whatever. I probably would be a little bit more quiet on my social media, right? I probably wouldn't share absolutely everything, because it'd be like, what for? But me sharing, I have a purpose, right? I do have a purpose in sharing. It's all very, very intentional. It's not just because I want to, share, overshare and share, but it's honestly, it is really what works, right? You're going to bring in different people, right? And like when you see a lot of the, I don't want to just highlight top leaders that do it, right? But there are a lot of top leaders. You see them sharing very personal things about themselves because they do want to relate to their audience, right? I think I saw Courtney Glacier the other day putting on some like sugar thingy, right? Some sugar like monitor or something like that. And I was like, oh, like normally she probably wouldn't share that, right? She probably wouldn't be sharing that with the world, but she wants to make herself relatable and like, people to be like, what is that? And like ask her why, and then it'll eventually lead into other things.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's exactly right. And that's what I want to encourage each guys to know, is that you 100% do not I want you guys to think that you have to be at a certain rank, okay? Like, listen, somebody is struggling right now to get their hair to grow. I want you guys to take a look at this, all right? Like I'm 40, I'm gonna be 43 next month. This is the first time. Like, look how long my hair is, right? And I even have like my sides pulled back right now. And literally, it's the healthiest it has been. It's a little frizzy right now, but literally, Thrive and my gummies. That's the only difference that I have had. Every night I take sleep gummies. Guess what? Colton just told me I need to order some more because he wants some. Why I have another bottle of them, but because I got them on the buy one or the BOGO. But Colton was like, I need some of those. Those actually work. Like they're helping me.
Mhm.
Literally, the boys lived with me now for almost 4 years, and he just now started taking the sleep gummies. Now he loves chill as well. He swears by it. He thinks it's awesome. But of course, balance as well. I struggle with regularity and bloat, so I take balance. That's a product that I also share a lot. Whenever I do my detox, I always find a lot of customers with it. So I've like been trying to be more intentional about posting some of the other things. Also, the other thing is that the skincare, you guys, if you are not, I know Danny Angelo has been really sharing about this and she started it by asking about different skincare because she's aging. So she started taking pictures like without makeup on and like really like showing her skin quality and saying like, you know what, I need like a good this. She already has the cleanser and like some of this stuff, right? So like I swear by this new skincare line. It is absolutely phenomenal. Today I just have like the I don't know, it's like a sheer glow stuff. I don't have foundation on or anything. I have a little bit of blush on. Like that's it, you guys. Like just tiny little bit of blush and like just this sheer like lotion. And that's it. Like I hardly have anything on. So make sure that you're sharing like different types of avenues, and that's going to help you share different types of products. If you only are using the 3 steps, that's fine. Just talk about the benefits of those, what those steps are doing for you. Instead of just talking about the product name, talk about what it's doing for you. And that's going to help you. And then for the opportunity, people don't know what ranks are. Okay. They don't. So associate it with what your weekly check is helping you buy groceries, helping you put gas in your car. Like Tim just had to fill up my car whenever he went and got Colton tonight. Colton's car broke down. You know what? Guess what? We need to buy some parts. We need to get this. We need to do that. So I can associate like, hey, my pay will help pay for this, or me being able to be home with my kids for the last, going on 11 years in this industry now. I've been able to be home for the last decade. Because of this industry. Like that is powerful. That is time you cannot get back. So talk about those things. I do see Angela on, so I have to say, congratulations, Angela. She is our newest millionaire. She is the fourth one. We're soon to have a fifth. And I'm sure a sixth not long to follow, but Angela, congratulations, my dear. That is such an incredible accomplishment. And I bawled like a big baby on Tuesday whenever I seen it, because as I shared, it was one of my toughest months. And when I seen, yes, in only 4 years, you guys, when I seen that, if you haven't watched Angela's Instagram, go watch it. Go look,
She's
go watch it.
she's on tomorrow too for leadership. So if you guys want to hear the journey
Perfect.
and everything, you guys definitely got to hop on. So, because yeah, she's gonna be on.
Yes, her story is so powerful, and I want you guys to know this. Um, and I'm going to speak for myself, Angela, Jackie, and Twin. Okay. And I could speak for other people, but I'm going to speak for all four of us real quick. Our journeys, you guys, have not been the easiest. I know that it may appear. All four of us come from, different backgrounds, and we're raised all differently. We all have had our own hurdles. None of us were born with a silver spoon in our mouths. None of us. Okay. And all of us have had to fight to get to where we're at. And it's taken hard work and dedication, and showing up and learning curve. And we've all had shit that's happened along the way, life that has happened along the way. And gosh darn it, we're all still here. Okay. We've had setbacks that could have made a lot of people run and quit and crawl in a ball and throw in the towel. All right. All of us. But, I am damn proud of the four of us. And I'm damn proud of every single one of you that are on the Zoom, on or off my team. I want to see each and every one of you guys be able to cross things off your dream board. And, whether that's millionaire status or that is just you being able to pay your freaking bills this month. Okay. I want to see you guys flourish. And if you are not going to conference this year, and that's like a big no, I want to still encourage you to maybe still consider it. I want to challenge you to really push yourself, see how you could sell samples in order to get their room with a bunch of people, fill it up, just because it's powerful and it will be a game changer for your business. I want to also encourage each of you guys to not compare yourself to anybody or anybody else's journey. Don't think because you're not somewhere and you've been here this long and you're still sitting at this rank, or your pay is at this, or you had this major setback. Take it as a learning lesson. Every single person that has been on this journey with me, I am so thankful for. Some were here for a reason, a season, or a lesson. It is what it is. They've all made me stronger because of it. I've grown because of it, whether it was good, bad, or whatever. And I'm thankful to still be here, to still have the same opportunity to offer the next person that joins me The morning that Angela hit, well, the afternoon that Angela hit millionaires, that morning, one of my mentors in my first business had made a post and it said, "If I can, you can." And I commented on it and I said, "I want to thank you for believing in me all those years ago, because had she not instilled this belief in me at that time," I remember her saying something very early on, "I could pass the next millionaire on my team walking down the grocery store. If I never say anything, she'll never know." And that stuck with me all these years. And that morning that Angela hit Millionaires Club, I had commented on her post and thanked her for her mentorship, thanked her for her belief, and that I'm so excited to see her drive and her passion coming back to life. But I thanked her for the impact that she made on my life, even though we're on two different journeys now. Because had she not made that impact, who knows? Maybe I wouldn't have believed in myself enough to keep going, right? And because of that, because one yes turned into another yes, turned into another yes, turned into another yes. Here we are celebrating somebody else hitting a major milestone that is completely just, it's life changing, right? And I want each one of you guys, maybe you don't even have millionaire on your board. That's okay. You don't have to. But know that you could, you could. Don't count yourself out. If I can, you can. If she can, you can. Okay. I promise you, like, I live in a little town in West Virginia and I am the least bougie person you will ever meet. And I am so inappropriate. It's not even like, anyways, like, for real, like, if I can, you definitely can. And I'm just so proud of everybody that has made it.
And
To share.
honestly, I want to add, just because that is one of the biggest things of why you need to get your ass to Thrive Palooza. And that's the most inspiring thing, in my opinion, is watching and seeing so many people where you see that you're like, if that person can do it, I can do it. It is the most inspiring thing, right? And it's not the prettiest person on stage, like, oh my God, if that pretty person can do it, I can do it, right? It's just the normal people that you see doing it,
Yep.
right? And that might look like, that's why it's beautiful to watch just all different walks of life on the stage. Because, for me and my team, it's twin for us, right? It was us seeing like, oh my God, this is like, like she's like us. She's like literally just like us. If she can do it, I can do it, right? But even more than that, I remember watching somebody who's not in this company anymore, little tiny thing. She's like tiny on the stage, right? Like four whatever. Four, I think she's shorter than me, so she's got to be like 4'10", and she was up there. And I thought to myself, if this girl from this woman, right, if she from a small town in the middle of nowhere can do this business, and like, she was up there speaking with so much conviction, so much power, right? Like standing at 4'10", right? If she can do it, I can do it, because I'm 4'11". So I'm like, if that little girl can do it, and she's from a tiny little town, like, and I'm from a big city, like, why not me? Right? You have to be able to tell yourself, like, why not me? You have to know that you're deserving of, like, and it might not, like Amanda said, it might not be thinking like, oh my God, I'm worthy of $1 million, but you have to be like willing to tell yourself, I'm worthy of, of this journey, right? Of this journey. And then see where it takes you, right? And like I said, what you put in, you have to be willing to put it all in order to get it all out, right?
Yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna add to that, because my very first conference, I was with my first company, and I remember sitting in the audience in that year. It was um Eye of the Tiger. What is that? Roar. That song Roar, Katy Perry Roar. Anyways, I remember sitting out there in the audience and that song playing, and they had announced these bonuses and all this stuff. And anyways, I remember walking out, and like, I remember the stories on stage and just like seeing all the people and them talking about like not being able to buy even groceries or diapers, and getting assistance and stuff. And I remember like I arranged my days. I remember I got there. like really late. And then I had to leave at like 3 or 4 a.m. the last day of conference, to make it back so I could work literally that night. And I had made it all work out so that I could go. And I remember leaving there and like literally on a mission. And I came home and I followed up with every single person that had ever messaged me, every single person I had ever talked to. I went to every single post on my Facebook for every single product post, every single opportunity post. I like went back and I like just was like messaging everybody. And I was just posting like a crazy, and people probably were like unfollowed me like nuts too, because I was probably spammy as hell. I didn't care. Because I hit those bonuses, you guys, the next months. Like it was like boom, boom, boom. I hit like 3 bonuses and earned like $50,000 over the next like 3 months, with like I had earned like a 10, a 15, and a $25,000 bonus. And like not only me, but other people on my team. I think my team had earned like $175,000 of bonuses in a matter of 3 months, because we all just came out with like nothing but fire. And like none of us came from this industry. None of us knew what we were doing. We just knew if we shared, we like, why not us? Right? Because if those people could. And I just had this memory while I was looking for this stuff. Um, you guys, I was at work when I hit 80K,
Mhm.
and Jamie Pecca had taken a screenshot of telling me that I had just hit 80K. You can see me at the hospital there.
I love
Um,
that when somebody hits rank and they don't even know it. Like me, when I hit rank, I know it. Like because I'm pushing to hit the
yeah.
damn rank, you know. But I love it when it happens. Like, hey, you just hit whatever. You just like, what I did.
Yeah, well, to be fair, like I kind of suspected that it might happen that night, but like I got really busy because I was at work and I worked 7 to 7. So I had a big med pass at like the prime time. Like you guys, like 9 p.m. at night seems to be like the crazy time for business. Like it's always like from 9 to midnight anyways on East Coast, because I think that's like after kids go to bed or whatever. Parents are like, working. Anyway, so I hit it and Jamie was like, she didn't even know it. She was at work and she posted it. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I remember when I hit 200K, the nights leading up to me going 200K, I remember like Lacey had hit 80K. There were like a lot of different promotions that happened while I was at work. And I was like, this is incredible. Because when I joined Lavelle, I was working full time and I had been back to working full time for a little while. And so I was working full time when I went 200K. And so just know I went 200K in 9 weeks, but yes, I was working full time and I was working around the clock. So, and I had 2 small kids. So I want you guys to know, like, you can be intentional with what it is that you're doing. You can be intentional with sharing. You can be intentional with showing up. But it's literally going to be a matter of what you set your mind to and then the actions that follow, right? So like, if you do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're like, okay, but I don't really know how to follow up. Okay, that's okay. Send the message. Don't overthink it. Don't be like my husband. He'll be doing something and he'll like say, I don't know if this is right. And he'll like sit there and like take 20 minutes when I've already done it. I'm like, I'm done. I'm like, why are you overthinking it? Quit overthinking it and just do it. Because I'm impulsive and he's not. He's more rational about his thinking. But when it comes to stuff, if you quit second guessing yourself and just go for it. Okay. If you have somebody that you think this business could change their life, send them a message. It's not spammy to tell somebody that you think that they would be incredible at this if it's somebody that you know. Okay. That's how Chas is here. That's why Amber is here. That's why Maria is here. That is why I am here, because Jamie knew that I would be interested once I tried these products. She knew that I would be interested in people getting their product for free. She knew I'd be interested in getting my product for free. She knew I'd be interested in the VIP bonuses and being able to help other people get VIP bonuses. So if there's somebody that you think would be incredible with this, share it with them. Okay. And the products, don't be afraid to reach out. I don't care how long you've been posting. People don't know that you're serious if you don't tell them that you're serious about what it is that you're doing. Like, people know this is my life. This is what I live for. And I think I need to remind them of that, because I lost that along the way. And I'll just tell you, I feel like I was like being in like a boxing match or something over the last couple of years. And like, I've just been getting the beat downs or whatever. gosh darn it, I'm a champion and I need to remind people that I am. And I've got a hell of a lot of fighters with me and then beside me, and sidelines that are going to bats with me too. And I'm just ready for my next we're going to have massive growth with this My Fresh Meal announcement. So you're either going to stay where you're at and you're going to keep doing what you're doing, or you're going to decide, you know what, I'm going to get serious about this and I'm going to run my business like a business should be ran. I'm going to get my business plan together. How can I fit it around my life? What do I need to be doing better at? What do I need to be doing more of? And then you're just going to do it. You're just going to start showing up like your life depends on it, honestly. And maybe it does depend on it. Start acting like it. And I promise the
I mean,
whole thing
my
will
life
change.
sure as hell depended on it.
Yep. Mine
You
does
know?
too. Mine does too. And I'll tell you, there's been times, you guys, my husband has seen me cry more times than I care to share right now, where I felt so beat down and so defeated. I felt like I was failing people. I felt like I had lost my purpose. And I realized what I was saying to myself. It was all lies. It was all lies. I had allowed other people to take what I know away from me. And when I decided to get over that, everything started to change. And it has been an uphill climb since then. But guess what? I don't even take my setback, like me falling back last month, as a hit. Like, yeah, it sucks. It's very humbling and it hurts. But guess what? I take that as a challenge. And I already told you it's only happened that one time. It ain't happening again. I'm damn sure not letting it happen again. And so I needed to be prepared coming into this month, with the mindset that, okay, how can we game plan change that? And I'm on track. I'm good. In fact, I might be 200K. I haven't even looked today, but I was close to it. I was close to it this morning, and gosh darn it, I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it early in the month. Again, I used to hit it on the 3rd and the 5th of the month, you guys. And that is something that I am like, okay, well, where do I need to be? um, Let me tell you. I'll tell you guys where I'm at, because I think that's fair. I am only 30,000 away. So that it's gonna happen. And I'll be there. And guess what else? I'm excess. I have a strong leg. So I'm I'm 30,000 away, but I am heavy. I'm technically over, but I'm heavy. So whatever. But I know that I'm on track and I'm gonna get there. And I just want each one of you guys to know, no matter where you're at, if you're at 0 today, and you decide you want to go 4K by the end of the month, you may get there and you may not, but you're going to be closer than what you would have been if you hadn't decided to go for it. So focus on the 2 customers thriving for free. Then focus on who you can help get their business rolling and what you can help them pay their bills with. Like, who needs help paying their gas payment? Who needs help paying their water bill? Who needs help paying their rent? Who needs help with their phone bill? Or whatever it may be. But be intentional about what it is that you're helping them with, and I promise your business will start changing. I don't have anything else to say. We're already at 10 o'clock. Again, congratulations, Angela. Jackie, I'm glad you were able to be on for the whole thing. You guys know that your seeds that you plant don't always harvest right away. It takes being intentional, staying consistent, following up, good customer service, owning every ounce of what it is that you're doing. There are plenty of things I can tell you I had not been doing enough of, and things that I am studying and working on to get better about how I can do. And getting back to the basics of a lot of stuff has really been my key focus. And then getting better about execution and doing certain things. So my thing right now is like, what message do I want to send out to people, and how do I want to convey that message? But anyways, Jackie, thank you. Everybody have an amazing night. I promise I will get this call up immediately. And yeah, let's have a kick-ass remainder of January. And when my fresh meals hit, whether or not you are ordering them, remember there's somebody out there that is already ordering monthly meals, somebody out there that needs them. And you guys, listen, it is cheaper than ordering at McDonald's a meal. It is. It
That's
is
crazy.
factual. Put it into the McDonald's app and you will see a quarter pounder meal cost more than what the My Fresh meal costs. Okay? Put it in. I challenge you, because it does. It costs more. So, love y'all. Have an amazing night, and let's kick ass. So, bye. Good night, guys.